What's up, guys? So, obviously I wasn't here yesterday. Sorry, I was out of town. Didn't get back as soon as I thought I was going to. But here we are today. I'm probably going to have two people bust in randomly just so everybody knows. I'll have to say that multiple times because it's going to keep happening and more people are going to keep joining. I think they're listening right outside the door right now, too. What's up, guy? How's it going? Yep, I told you they're right there. Hello, how's it going? Why are you like tiptoeing? Everybody can see you.
Am I on the show?
Yes, it's live.
What'd you say in the introduction?
What do you mean, what did I say in the
You
introduction?
said here they are when you walked in.
Oh, I said, hey, there's probably going to be two girls that just randomly walk in.
What's it? Sorry. Go
It's
on.
a family-oriented show. What? I am talking. You just keep talking to me and everybody else can hear it. Blonde bombshell. I mean, we got to spice up the show every now and then. So, yeah, it says it right there.
Where? Whoa, blonde bombshell.
We're trying to talk sports here. Just have some interruptions as well. Know nothing about it? Well, what do you want to know about it? Because I can tell you a lot of things. What's up, Donald? How's it going, buddy? Who is what and why? For what sport, though? Who's my team for what sport? Baseball? Okay, so who is what and why in baseball? All sports? Okay, I'm a Packers fan, a Wisconsin Badgers fan, White Sox, and Blackhawks. Astros? Okay. The Astros are a baseball team in Houston. Thank you. Oh, you're from Houston? Okay. What's up, man? Haven't seen you on here in a while. What's up? Turn that down. I hate hearing myself. It has been a while. I see you're on here all the time and you never watch me anymore, buddy. I will smack your foot. Just so everybody knows, this is probably going to be short because of the distractions that are in here.
Can you tell me about baseball?
Yeah. Warriors, Niners, Giants. West Coast guy. So you're saying sports is real? Sports are real. A-Rod is back. You talking about Rodgers? Yeah, he is. Dude, all you need to do is watch me. You don't need to watch nothing else. I mean, you can watch whatever you want on here. Just watch me. I need the viewers. Hit 1 million hearts? Nice. It depends what kind of sports, though, Austin.
Don't say anything stupid.
Yes, that's why I'm ignoring the comments from the people that are right next to me that are coming up in here. The Sox game on Friday, the Blue Jays did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you went. I went. Can I tell about my experience?
Sure.
How did I went to the Sox game?
Yeah, I haven't gone to Twitch yet because I'm at least getting decent views here. Who's going to win the NL Central? The Brewers or the Cubs? I want to say the Brewers, but I feel like the Cubs are going to come on strong at the end. Yeah, that's Austin. He's not a girl. If he said that, I wasn't even paying attention to his comments. I was just playing Fortnite with him. Yeah, he's terrible. Doing Katie. Bryce Harper on the move, possible. I don't see it happening, but Nationals are trying to see what they could get for him. Yeah, there's two girls next to me, but neither of them are that guy. The Nationals are going to have to get a really good deal for them to move Bryce Harper. Yeah, he's not going to re-sign, but why not try and get as much as you can out of it while you still have him? I'm sure they'd love to re-sign him, but he's not going to re-sign there. They should deal him, but they're trying to see what they can get, and they're trying to get a really good offer for him. No, he beats ass. That's what he does. My top 3 for fantasy.
Bears.
That's a team, not a player. And why do you think in St. Brown? What is a football made out of? Leather. Top 3 for fantasy. Not dating either of them.
Not yet.
It is what we're talking about, at least trying to talk about, and then I have guests this time. They've been drinking.
It wasn't me.
Says it wasn't me.
Anywho, top 3 for fantasy, probably David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell. Is it frozen? I'm sorry, I can't help that. This one usually works better than that one. I don't know why. Katie. I'm on Periscope here. You can also watch it on Twitter, and it's on YouTube. Trying to, at least. I just ordered like a video camera, so hopefully I'll be able to do everything on thank you. Hopefully I'll be able to do everything on the computer and not have like 4 different things going at the same time.
Someone told you to grow up.
Well, he told you since you said it, not her.
Say what?
The question you asked.
I want to go up to the show.
Rookie running backs, do you think will be busts and breakouts? I definitely think what's his nuts? Saquon Barkley is going to be a breakout. But yes, you can cut through. Go. Exactly. We're trying to, and it's not going the greatest right now. So, rookie running backs, I think Barkley's going to be great. I think Darius Geis is going to be quite the pleasant surprise. Honestly, I think Sony Michel might have a good first season, but then not do a whole lot after that, unless the Patriots start using him only in the run game, because he's going to be the guy that catches the screens and stuff. But they've got James White to do that, unless they're going to let James White go anytime soon. But I don't see Sony Michel sticking around for a long time there. What's up, Jake? How's it going? All honesty, I was surprised the Seahawks took Rashad Penny in the first round. Good move going with Jay Ajayi as a top 3 pick. Not a top 3 pick, I'd say second round. Oh, yeah, and the Patriots got Jeremy Hill, too, so they'll probably play him over Sony Michel as well. Chris Thompson probably will take carries away from him, but as long as Geis can play to his full potential, he'll be out there playing on the field anyway. So they might even do dual sets because you could motion more so Thompson than Geis out and use him as a receiver as well. What you go for as the number 1 running back? Probably David Johnson, if not him, Le'Veon Bell. Nick Chubb, I think he's going to be good, but he's going to have a lot of carries taken away from him from Duke Johnson. Yeah, Todd Gurley would be a good pick, too, at the top of a fantasy board. Sorry, what did you ask? What? Are you the one just saying hi? Hello. Sorry. Yeah, and the Browns have Carlos Hyde, too. Yes, but Rashad Penny also played in a smaller conference. So, and Browns got Michael Kendricks. Yeah, that is true. The Seahawks line is awful. So if he can keep that agility up, even though he was playing at a smaller school, then that'll be greatly needed. Dez to the Browns is possible. Antonio Brown's also trying to get him to go to the Steelers. So the interest for Dez Bryant is up again. And it just depends on what people want to pay him and what he's willing to pay. Because if he thinks he's like a top 3 receiver in the league, he's not going to take very much or very little money. He's going to want a top contract. McKinney going to PPR beast. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Mayfield or Tyrod Taylor. If you want more, like, not I wouldn't say minimal, but less mistakes. And kind of getting like a rhythm going, go with Tyrod. But if you want to take shots down the field, move the ball, and probably have more mistakes than you should, take Baker. I'm big on Baker. I think I enjoy his play style. It's really fun. Hello, I don't know who that is. I think Tyrod will probably start at least the beginning of the season. By their bye week, they'll be reassessing the quarterback play as well as the entire team's play. So they could make the move to put him in the starting role or even swap him out like halfway through a game and put Baker in there. We'll have to see, but I'm pretty sure Tyrod will start this season as the starter. Brown or red, what? Jarvis Landry be good with the Browns? I mean, Jarvis Landry's going to be good anywhere. Opinion on Lamar Jackson? Dude, I love Lamar Jackson. My second stream died for whatever reason. That wasn't Lamar Jackson.
No, she's talking about the recent cut Lamar's shit too.
Okay.
Those are too much.
Take who for your fantasy starter, Baker or Tyrod? And if you take Tyrod, then definitely as a backup, not a starter. Thank you. No, it's okay. I enjoy the new people. You need the new people to make the show go round. So I don't know why this stream down here ended. So sorry about that. We're actually having good conversation down here, and then this decided to be dumb. Stick with Wentz and Ajayi. That'd be a good combo. Talking about Landry, then yeah, go ahead and put him as a starter. Make sure you get another guy that's going to be a good secondary receiver, because if Tyrod or Baker can't get Landry the ball, then his stats are going to suffer from it. And Tyrod is not very good at getting the ball down the field. He's going to throw him mid-range stuff. What are you doing? Matt Collins is going to be on the rise. I mean, with Torrey Smith leaving, they got another place to another wide receiver spot to go up. Don't want to drop Josh Gordon. Yeah, it's going to be a tough thing to determine with the Browns right now because Tyrod doesn't like to take shots down the field. He's methodic. He's going to dump it off. He's going to throw short passes. He's not going to be throwing like 40 yards down the field. It's not just fantasy football, even though the shirt also doesn't help, but that's what a lot of the questions are right now. What's up? Sorry, what do you think about the Bryce Harper trade rumors? I haven't seen exactly what people are offering for him, but I think if they actually get a good offer for him, they will trade him. Obviously, they know he's not going to resign at the end of the year, but if they can get something good for him, they're going to take it, or at least they should. Good app for fantasy football. I used ESPN when I used to play. Blunt wins a ring with the Lions. Is he one of the GOAT running backs? No, he's not going to win one with the Lions. And he's not just because he played for those Patriot Dynasty teams, not doing much but being short yardage end zone people, or guy, I should say. If he was the number one feature back, then he would be then he would be one of the better running backs getting all those rings. Well, it depends what the dinosaur is playing. Because if he's playing football, college football, well, I think Georgia still has a good chance. They lost Keenan Allen and Jarvis Landry, good draft for sure for wide receivers. Georgia still has a good shot, even though they lost a couple key guys in the draft this year. But they got Jake Fromm coming back. What's up, Glenn? How's it going, man? You never answered that Facebook thing I tagged you in the other day. What's up with that? So Georgia's got a good shot. Obviously, Alabama every damn year will be there because nobody cares about anybody else. It was about the moon. Ohio State, I don't know. They'll probably be good, but we'll have to see if all their new pieces can play together and get that far. Wisconsin, if they can get past the Big Ten championship, then they'll probably be in the playoffs because they don't have a whole lot going against them out there in their Western Division. Pac-12, I'm trying to think of, they'll be good, but it's whether or not they'll be able to play, like when the good defenses there, especially in the first couple weeks without Mark Ingram. Drew Brees will be throwing the ball a lot. It's Drew Brees. He's going to be throwing the ball a lot anyways. If he wants to check out of something and throw the ball, he's going to. He's also got two running backs that can catch the ball and run. So that if you're worried about him fantasy-wise, then he's still going to put up points. He's still going to throw touchdowns. So I wouldn't worry about him just because Kamara. Oh yeah, how was that? Do you want him to come back? Not come back permanently, but like for like a show or so. Because I asked him if he would. Tyler said he's going to come back next week. Yeah, well, that's because when he did the show, he wanted to script out everything. And that's not as fun. That's why I do the podcast if I want to script out everything. Doing this is like just kind of a Q&A thing, dealio. So now that we have a better, yeah, they are right now. You should have seen it earlier, Donald. No, I don't. There's some company here, Glenn.
What up, Glenn?
There's turn it down. I don't want to hear that. No, it's not my mom. Are you, Jake? Are you happy with who you got for Adam Duvall? Lucas Sims, Matt Whistler, and Preston Tucker. Periscope. Well, yeah. What do you think as a Reds fan? Well, it's probably because you asked a dumb question. How old am I? 22. Thank you. It came with the apartment. No, Glenn. Well, if you like who you got out of the trade, then I'd say that's not a bad deal. Duvall's like 30, and you got a bunch of young guys for him. So I go back to school in like 2 weeks. Trying to make a trade for what? I know you don't play fantasy baseball. And Mike Trout, obviously. You don't.
How do they like? What are they green?
Everybody got quiet. Who's Pack playing first? Green Bay or Green Bay's playing the Bears first. So it'll be a nice warm-up game for Aaron. Or do you mean preseason, since that's almost upon us? Where? You know, that's a good question. I think it's in Green Bay. Harper over Machado. Yeah, it's at Green Bay week 1. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't mind having Antonio Brown on there, but it could have been much better. He's excited for it's out next week. Is it? I thought about getting it because I want to get a newer Madden. The newest one I have is 16, so it's got the 2015 rosters on it. But I don't want a Patriot on the cover, especially Tom Brady. So that's why I didn't get 17 or 18. And 19, I'll probably get it and then just edit my own cover on there because I can deal with once you start playing the game having Antonio Brown come up. Glenn, are you excited that Andrew Luck is back finally? What's up? How's it going? No. Do you think he's going to last the whole season? Calm down now, Glenn. Favorite movie quote? I don't know, that's a tough one because there's a lot of them I like to say. Apparently Austin got banned from commenting from the chat. I mean, there isn't a ceiling fan. Well, I mean, the people get to, if it gets flagged, then everybody that's here gets to like vote on whether it's bad or not. So I didn't do anything. You can tell him that, Donald. The ceiling fan in the living room. Glenn, are you excited to see Andrew Luck come back and still play 500 football? Do you like Frank Reich? I like Frank Reich as an actual quarterback. Why are you whispering to her? She's right there. Katie.
It's all over. Cleaned it up.
But as an offensive coordinator, he did just fine with the Eagles. Obviously, they won the Super Bowl. Their offense looked explosive. So I think he'll be perfectly fine as a head coach. He just needs to get a lot more talent on the field, especially defensively. Who's the running back for the Colts? Probably Marlon Mack is going to be your starter. Who else do you have? Yeah, Marlon Mack is listed as your starter right now. Nyheim Hines is your second. So, yeah, that your running back situation is going to be questionable. Bryce Harper to the Indians. The Phillies and the Braves are the front runners for it now, or for Bryce Harper right now. So those two are leading it. I could see the Indians, but I don't think there's a lot that they want to give up to get him. Hines. Nyheim Hines. Hines. That's your number 2. Jordan Wilkins is your 3. And Josh Ferguson is your 4. Robert Turbin is your 5. Will the Bengals be good? Bengals will be like 500. With the Browns getting better, the Ravens should be a little bit better than last year. And the Steelers being really good, they're going to be like 3rd or last in the division. Let's look at the rest of the schedule. Yeah, Vinatieri's still going.
I spelled again on myself.
Stop spelling, you drunks.
We are not drunk. We are sober. It's a Monday night.
What do you think?
What's funny, they keep spilling wine, so they think they're hilarious.
We are.
So if you go through Bengals schedule, week 1 against the Colts, that's probably a win for the Bengals. Week 2 against the Ravens, I think that's at Bengals, so we'll give that one to them. Week 3 at the Panthers, they're going to lose. 4 against the Falcons, loss. Then against the Dolphins, that one's kind of a toss-up, but I think the Bengals might get that one. Steelers, loss. Chiefs, loss. Buccaneers, win. Saints, loss. Ravens, loss. We're going to split that one. I think they'll probably – yes, that's exactly what it is, as you can see them walking back and forth. Then I think they're going to split it with the Browns this year too. So then we'll give the first one at the Bengals to the Bengals, loss to the Broncos because I think that defense is going to tear them up. Chargers, loss. Raiders, loss. Browns, loss, because we're going to split the Browns there. And then against the Steelers, loss. So that'd be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're going to win like 6 or 8 games, I think. What's Foles going to do? Well, he's going to back up Carson Wentz. Might get traded a few weeks into the season. You never know. Due to injuries, they might somebody might give him a really good trade for him. If not, then he'll sit there in Philly and be a backup. Here, when he's a free agent, people will be jumping to sign him. The Rams, all right. Week 1, the Rams have the Raiders. I think that's a win. Against the Cardinals, week 2, win. Chargers, win. Vikings, I think that's a loss. Seahawks, win. Broncos, I think that's going to be a close game. Still here in a half hour? Possibly. We'll see. It's the Broncos, yeah. That one. Win. Packers, loss. Saints, loss. Seahawks, loss, because I think they're going to split. I just don't want it falling and hitting everything.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Then Chiefs win, Lions win, Bears win, Eagles loss, Cardinals win, Niners win. So that's pretty good season for the Rams. I think I had that at like 12-4. Yeah, I mean last season they went 13-3. They'll probably take a step back from that, but I still see easy double-digit wins for the Rams, especially with the good defense that they got going now. Was it 11-5 that I had them at, or that you had them at? I wasn't even like paying attention. Donna, why don't you tell her yourself? She's watching.
So Carly's friend, they said, "What's up, girl? What's up,
See?
girl?" Is it me? Yeah, it's
Who
you.
else is here?
Carly? Answer my question.
It said Carly's friend.
Answer my question.
Well, you actually asked a nice question. So, Super Bowl predictions.
I think for real.
Stupid, of course, because they're going to cheat their way through. Green Bay has a good shot if people stay healthy for them, which they've already got people dropping like flies at training camp. Eagles have a good shot at getting back. The NFC is kind of a toss-up. There's several teams that are good enough to get there. Rams, Packers, Saints, Eagles. Bears are far from even making the playoffs. And then the AFC, it's literally like 2 teams, the Steelers or the Patriots. It'd be lovely if the Jaguars could come back and win because of that really good defense. But the offense is where the question mark is for them, whether Blake Bortles can take them that far or not. If he can, then they'll go deep in the playoffs. If he can't, then they're going to struggle to even probably get into the playoffs. Go for it, Donald.
What do you say?
Yes, you have another question. You can say it out loud if it's an actual question that you want to ask.
Is that like a real thing?
Supposedly. Do the Jag schedule then? All right.
I didn't get a DM. He said he was going to DM me.
Yeah, he's a flake. Let's see. Week 1 against the Giants, that's a win. Week 2 against the Patriots, it's in Jacksonville. I'm going to give that one to the Jaguars because the Patriots seem to start off a little slow every season and then pick it up. Well, see, she's calling you out there, bud. Week 3 against the Titans, I'm going to give that to the Jags. Against the Jets, win. Chiefs, I'm going to say that's a loss just because. Against the Cowboys, that's a win. Against the Texans, I think if everybody can stay healthy for the Texans are going to be super lethal this year too. So I think the Texans and the Jags are going to split this year. So I'll give that one to the Jags because it's in Jacksonville. Against the Eagles will win that one. Jags Colts, Jags get that one. Jags Steelers, Jaguars because they beat the living hell out of the Steelers twice last year. Jags Bills, Jags Colts, Jags Titans, Jags Redskins, They seem to have a very easy schedule this year. Dolphins, and then I'll go into a loss to the Texans. So yeah, the Jaguars seem to have a fairly easy schedule this year. Titans, Chiefs, Cowboys, Colts twice, Titans and Titans and Titans twice, Dolphins, Redskins. You got them 16-0. I don't know about that. Shut up, Donald.
What did he say?
Why don't you look at it?
What did he say?
What did he say?
He said, Katie, you wear softball pants because you're out of my league.
I don't get it.
Who's that?
What does that mean? Does it mean I'm ugly?
Oh, it means you're better than him.
I want to see what he looks like. Let's see, what's his last name?
You know, though. No, right? Donald's shooting a shot. Let's go. Yeah, it is a fairly easy schedule, but I mean, they'll have tough games against the Patriots, the Texans. The Titans will probably show up for at least one game and give them a run for their money. The Eagles, no. All right, well, you were talking about the Jets, so why don't we do the Jets? Jets, Lions, loss. Jets, Dolphins. I'll give them a win because it's at home. Jets, Browns. Oh, that'll be ugly, but I think the Browns will probably beat them. Jets, Jags. Jets, Broncos. Jets, Colts. Jets, Vikings. Bears, Jets. Jets, Dolphins. Jets, Bills. I think Donald will shoot his shot like a cannon burst. Yes, he will. Bills, Jets. I'll probably split that one too. Go with Jets with the first one. Jets, Patriots. Jets, Titans. Jets, Bills. Texans, Jets. Packers, Jets. Patriots. So not a very favorable schedule for them. And then what, Chargers, is that it? Are you dying? That's good. Football start next week. Well, technically this week because the Hall of Fame game's on Thursday, but that game's always terrible. Then it goes into the preseason. So we got 4 weeks of that. So a little over like a month and a half. I don't know. I think Trubisky's going to shine. I think he'll be better, but he won't be a star. Do the Cowboys schedule. All right. Have fun with that. Cowboys, Panthers, Giants, Cowboys. I think they're probably going to split that series unless the Giants is really good with this year with their acquisitions of better Aaron Rodgers every day. Oh, Trubisky. Yeah, he wishes he could be. Maybe in Madden. Unless the Giants are a lot better this year, I think they'll probably end up splitting that one. Yes. So we'll give it to the Cowboys in Dallas. Cowboys, Seahawks, Lions, Cowboys, Texans, Jaguars, Cowboys, Redskins, Cowboys, Titans. That one will be a close game. I'm going to say Titans. Cowboys, Falcons. Mix it up. Cowboys, Redskins, Cowboys, Saints, Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles. What was the other Eagles game with the Cowboys? It's only showing one game with the Eagles. That's weird. Cowboys, Colts, Cowboys, Bucks, Cowboys, and then Cowboys, Giants. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So they're missing one of the games with the Eagles. The Eagles are going to beat them both times anyways. Packers 12-4. It's possible. Apparently the defense is, what do you expect them to be doing? They've got a fairly tough schedule this year, and coming off of what they did last year, they were not very good, especially with a young defense that was not playing very well. Ten wins, maybe. Trying to look at what the close games for them. Yeah, anywho, the close games that they'll have, they'll be with the Falcons. Katie. Close games they'll have will be with the Falcons, both times with the Giants. Maybe once with the Redskins, because the Redskins seem to play them tough at least once a year. Maybe with the Seahawks. Aside from that, I don't know. Cowboys 13-3. How so? They have one receiver. Their defense, the defensive line improved. The linebacking core is questionable. The secondary is questionable too because they got so much young talent back there that they don't know if they're going to be good or bad. On the offense, I already said they have no receivers. They have one. They don't really have a tight end that's proven. They have Zeke at running back, but nobody behind him. Yes. But who is Dak going to throw to? They do have a very good offensive line. If Tyron Smith can keep his back in check, then he'll shore up that left side. Zach Martin got his big new deal, so he'll be there for sure. Yeah, but look at how productive Hearns was for Jacksonville. He was good for like a year, and then aside from that, he got hurt, didn't do much. So, and Dak's got to get him the ball. Did you even see that video of him throwing against David Carr the other day? That was atrocious. I don't even think Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin is basically another running back that doesn't play very much. What's up? How's it going? Yeah, Terrence Williams is like the only reliable wide receiver he has. There's nobody behind my right shoulder. There's people behind my left shoulder. There should be. Yeah, just looking at the depth for the Cowboys receivers, Cole Beasley is obviously your number 2. Terrence Williams will be your 1, Beasley 2. Allen Hurns should be the 3. They've got Deontay Thompson listed as a starter, and I don't think that's going to happen. Tavon Austin is listed as the starting slot receiver, but I'm sure they'll probably put Beasley over it because he knows the offense. Aside from that, Michael Gallup, the rookie, obviously unproven, so we don't know how good he's going to be. I'd put him at a 4. After that, Marchie Murdoch, Noah Brown, Lance Lenoir, he's back. Mikael McKay, KD Cannon. Yeah, they don't really have a whole lot after their 3. After their starting 3, maybe 4, they don't have much. Anybody should put Bobby Boucher in. Yeah. Bulls got a steal with Wendell Carter. He looked really good in summer league, so depending on how the Bulls do with him, he could be, but you never know. He could just get traded and then be really good elsewhere. I think he'll be a good player. They just need to develop him right. Why they leave? They're just in the living room. You think they did? I've got a diehard Bulls fan that used to be on here, and he doesn't think they owned it, but did better. Yeah, apparently, if you ask basketball questions, you'll get banned because he did, which I don't know how. Grayson Allen is trash. Oh, okay, okay. Chi-Town for everything or just basketball? How about Trubisky? Oh, okay, for everything. Well, then we can agree on the Blackhawks because I'm sure you're probably a Cubs fan then too. Yeah, Grayson Allen is a poor man's JJ Redick, barely. Yeah, exactly, Cubs fan. So we can agree on one Chicago sports team. So on the basketball. I don't really have a favorite team. I watch players, not teams. Trubisky, he's going to be better than last year. At least you would hope so. No Sox love. Come on, man. He's going to be better than last year, but it depends on how much he has learned in the offseason. I think Matt Nagy is a good coach. Let the man throw, yeah, but he's got to have somebody to throw to. And last year, he didn't have much to throw to. This year, he at least has Allen Robinson. Kevin White, if he can stay healthy. Best basketball player in my mind of all time or right now? Yeah, I mean, that's a huge if for Kevin White because literally every time he plays, he's hurt in some way. Right now and all time Michael Jordan for sure. Right now, obviously LeBron James. Take a trim for what? I don't know why he would get hate. I just didn't include him. What, your username? Thank you. An all-star appearance? I don't know. Lonzo has a lot of work. The three-handed monster. Oh my gosh. He needs a lot of work if he's gonna get up there and be an all-star. First few years, I don't see that for him. How do I think Oscar Robertson compares to MJ? MJ played in a more athletic era, so I think MJ is going to best him, but Oscar has quite a lot of talent. Yeah, I mean, it was like people want to say now and like the 90s were a completely different era. The like 60s and 70s compared to the 90s were much different. I mean, the pick and roll was like revolutionary. Who wins the Super Bowl? It's tough to say because on the AFC side, you pretty much have two or maybe three teams that are going to be up there: Steelers, Patriots, maybe Jacksonville or Houston, as long as Houston can stay healthy, because they've got a really good team if they can keep healthy. But then on the NFC side, that's where there's a lot more options: Eagles, Rams, Saints, Packers. Yeah, you got a few more options, but the AFC, it's hard to. I don't know. I don't know if I put the Vikings in there because I think that was one actually really good season that they had just magically. This year, I don't see them being as good. No, I don't think they're really going to surprise anybody. The Seahawks, at least, I think they're going to do better than last year, but still probably float around that 500 mark, maybe 9-7, 10-6, but no more than 10-6. Jimmy G's worth the money they paid him. He could be. We saw in his first 5 starts last year, 5 straight wins. His touchdown to interception ratio isn't the greatest out of those games, but he has the talent to be a top 10 quarterback in the league. We haven't really gotten enough to see enough of him. I mean, with the Patriots, we saw him for what, like 2 games? Then we saw 5 games. So we've seen like 7 games total of him starting in the NFL. I wouldn't say that's enough to really judge him based on how little he's played and say like if he's going to be good or not. I think for what they got him for, yes, they overpaid him. After like the first year, they could have given him a big contract and paid him a lot more. I definitely would have used this year as like a proving year for him instead of just saying like, "Hey, I think you're gonna be great. Here's a bunch of money." Man, the questions are starting to slow down. The people are leaving. Is it too late for everybody? They are. Yes, that after seeing that video, that pretty much gives you a really good reason of why the Seahawks let Richard Sherman walk. He got toasted, but also think Marquise Goodwin is one of the fastest people in the NFL right now, and he used to be an Olympic athlete, so obviously he's gonna be really fast. He's a good track runner as well. Johnny's gonna try and come back to the NFL. It kind of depends on how he does in Canada. Should move Sherman to safety. I don't think he wants to be a safety though. Um, he started off with the Hamilton Tiger Cats and didn't start at all. got traded over to the Montreal Alouettes, and they have a terrible team, and he still hasn't played for them. At least last I saw, he hasn't. So for whatever reason, they're not playing him. So he has proved nothing so far, but he's trying to come back, and I think eventually somebody will at least sign him as a backup because he has a lot of talent. He just has to actually use it. If he would have been able to stay off the drugs and quit partying a little bit, or not quit partying, but party a little less, he would probably still be in the NFL right now because he has tremendous talent. His college highlights are insane. I don't use beard conditioner. Do you mean before last season when he got injured, or as good as he was last season when he was really good? Because I think what before the season, you think he was better before the season than he was during the season when he was playing really well and then got injured? Yeah, I did because I watched him all his years at Clemson, and I figured he'd be really good. I was hesitant because Taj Boyd was really good for Clemson too, and he did absolutely nothing in the NFL. But once they started saying he's going to be a top 10 pick or, like a top first round draft pick, then I thought, okay, somebody's going to take a good quarterback with him. And then when Dabo Sweeney was saying, like, oh, this is like MJ, it's a once in a lifetime player, he is, but he isn't, because like a lot of people are trying to copy that exact same style of play, but Deshaun is really good at it. His speed may be gone, but he's not. He's more than just a running quarterback. He uses his running ability to make plays, yes, but now he can also use it to get out of the pocket, make time, avoid defenders, and he still has a good arm to throw it downfield. My team is not the Bears. I am a Packers fan. But if you look, okay, so let's just look at the 7 games that he played in, which I think he only started like 6 of them. So I'm pretty sure after that first game against the Jaguars is when he started being the starter. He threw for a yard shy of 1,700 yards, had 19 touchdowns to only 8 interceptions. Bears fans are weird. He had 4 touchdowns of 4+ yards, or four passes of 40+ yards, 28 of 20+ of only his 126 completed passes. Averaged over 200 yards a game. Rushing wise, he had almost 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, it's good stats for a rookie that only played in 6 games. Give him a full season, a full healthy season, he'll be good. That's why I'm high on the Texans, as long as everybody can stay healthy, or at least the key pieces that they need in J.J. Watt, Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, the ACL is a horrible injury, but he's had a lot of time. I mean, he's already practicing with no knee brace on. Yeah. Well, him and Carson Wentz. I think obviously, they did it at totally different times of the season, but Watson's ahead of W's. Watson is ahead of Wentz in recovery because Watson is already training and doing practice without a knee brace, and Wentz is still in pretty heavily braced up right now. Wentz is more of a pocket passer, but Wentz also has that tendency to run and get out. And I think the Eagles do slightly better overall team. Not by much. For a few more minutes, does anybody have questions, comments, things they want to know?
I'm tired.
You can go to bed.
I can't sleep.
Shut up, Donald. Trying to see if anybody has anything else they want to talk about before we go.
What did Donald say?
He said, get off of this and play Fortnite. Well, if nobody has any other questions, comments. Yeah. Okay. So then come back next week, everybody, and
Bye.